Okay, in order to do this worksheet, you will need a calculator. Go ahead and grab that. So we have done Charles' law, Boyle's law, Gay-Lussac law, and this one is the combined gas law, all of them together. This is it, right here. Okay, pay attention to these two notes I made on your paper. So to begin with, all your temperatures on this very last column need to be changed to, anyone? If they're in Celsius, what do they need to be in? Kelvin. So go ahead and change all your temperatures now to Kelvin. There's a T1 and a T2. In order to do that, all you need to do is add 273 plus 273. You can go ahead and get started. Just type it in your calculator. Again, if you cannot read my handwriting, all I am doing is adding 273 to the number given. So when you type in your calculator, 273 plus 22, 295. I'm going to start this column over here. Okay, and something about the volumes, and when you see your quiz, take a look at that too. As long as they are both in the same unit of measurement, whether it's liters or milliliters, as long as they're both in the same, you can leave it in milliliters. These are both milliliters, and I'm going to leave it milliliters. Also on your multiple choice quiz you're going to take after this worksheet, look at the multiple choice answers first to see if you need to convert anything, whether it's pressure, temperature, or milliliters to liters. So always take a look at your answer choices first. All your pressures do need to be converted. So we have P1 and we have P2. I wrote the conversion up here at the top left-hand corner. Okay. It needs to be converted to ATMs for atmospheric pressure. So if it's an mmHg, you divide by 760. If it is in kPa, you divide by 101.325. So I'll do this one. This one's an ATM. I can keep it that way. This one is in torr, and that is the same as the mmHg. So this can be torr. So I'm going to divide by 760. Just going to type in my calculator. 0.94. I'll put 0.95 ATM. This is mmHg. Divide by anyone. What do I divide by if it's an mmHg? What number? 760. I'm going to go over to the other P2s. That's already an ATM. I'm going to leave it. This is an mmHg. I need to divide by what number? Divide by 760. So when you're doing your calculations, use your new converted numbers. I'm going to do number 1 with you. Okay. We need to solve for whatever we're missing, which it shows you right there. You can do this on an extra sheet of paper. So again, I'm doing number 1. The formula is right here, P1, V1, T1. I'm going to plug in whatever I have. So my P1, 1.5, is right next to my V1, 3.0, on top of my T1, which is 293. Equals, it says P2, which is 2.5, next to V2. We don't have that. And my T2, 303. Okay, I'm going to solve for this side first since I have all the numbers. Oh, let me scoot it up. So I'm just going to multiply the top. That gave me 4.5 divided by 293. So this multiplied gave me 4.5. Divide by 293. It gave me 0.015 equals this side. So I'm going to get rid of this 303 by multiplying it. But whatever you do to this side, you need to do to this side. Then these two numbers just drop down. I'm going to zoom in. I'm going to multiply these two numbers. Gave me 4.55 equals. After I divide 4.55 divided by 2.5, what did you get? Okay, I got, is there anyone who did not get this number? Okay, and this is what we're doing for the entire page with your data and your numbers. You're just solving for whatever you do not have. So that was the answer for number 1. If you need me to pause it, just let me know at any time. I'm going to move on to number 2. I'm going to try to squeeze number 2 in over here. Okay, so here's my number 2 back on the worksheet. I'm just going to use the numbers that are given to me already and plug it into the formula. So P1 times V1 so we'll use our new converted number. So 0.95, I'm going to change color pens, times V1, 256 mLs, over T1. which is 298, equals my P2, that's what we don't have. My V2 is 250, divided by my T2, which is 323. Okay, so this is the equation I have so far. Is anyone confused on how I got this equation? This is my P1, V1, T1. All your ones are on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is my P2, V2, T2. Okay, I'm going to do my calculations on my left side since I don't have any unknowns or variables. I just need to multiply 0.95 times 256. And that gave me 243.2. So after I multiplied that, I got 243.2, and I just divide it by 298, and that gave me 0.816. Equals, and I still have my right side. I'm going to get rid of this 323 by multiplying it on both sides. So now that's gone. And on my left side, I can do this calculation easily in the calculator. By multiplying these two numbers, that gave me 263.6 equals P2 and then the 250. So these cancel. So I do 263.6 divided by 250 to get my P2. That gave me, and that is my final answer for number 2. This is what you're going to do for the entire worksheet on the front, and in about 20 minutes I'm going to stop you and we will take our quiz. Does anyone have any questions?